So I've been navigating so much change lately. I have figured out a mindset shift that feels like supernatural to me that was able to help me not hate this change so much. And like I am hoping, like I'm telling everybody I know, so I'm letting y'all in the secret because I think it's going to help us so much moving forward. In the last 6 months, I have completely changed everything about my life. I live in a new city. I used to live alone, now I live with a roommate. I used to have my core set of friends in DC. Now I'm like reinvesting back in my friends here. I am now seeing my family all the time. I used to see them like maybe 3 to 4 times a year. I am like really in my job in a different way than I was when I was a remote worker. I had a boyfriend. We're no longer together. Like everything that could possibly happen has happened. It's like change happening deep in my core again. Like my sense of self and like who I am, I feel like is also changing. Fighting it, fighting it so much. And it was just literally today, after I had my full on breakdown yesterday, I was telling you all about. I was just like, I have to just let it go. Like, I have to just go with the flow, which is very unnatural for me. Unnatural. So I'm like a person who's had a 10-year plan since I was 8 years old. Like I don't go with the flow. I have a bullet point and a list, and the flow has to abide by my checklist. That is who I am. So going with the flow now is not at all my natural, but it's changed. And so let me talk about this a little bit because I wanted to do it. And so now that I'm decided to go with the flow and that I'm going to be okay with change, I've figured out this like genius hack, and probably someone else has figured it out too. And so what I do now is I reflect on the end of my day every day, which is something I already do. And I think about one thing that is new. So like one thing that has been part of this evolution and this change that I was looking at and seeing how I can celebrate that or what I like about it. So, right, like, so basically every single day before I go to bed, I take a second to reflect on my day, really think and look at what is changed and how I feel like I'm changing, and finding one thing that I really love about that change. Like, what is one thing I'm like, that's so cool that is actually part of me now. That is so cool that that's who I am now. And like really owning it and like really loving that. Like not being like, oh, I really like, no, like literally like loving that new thing. And that has changed so much and like how I relate to these new chapters in my life, because now I'm feeling like I can tackle it, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing like what new thing is happening, because I'm like, oh my god, like that's cool. Like I'm excited to be that version of myself. I'll tell you like a very small example. So when I was younger, I hated working out. I thought it was a scam. I thought it was, we got by big diet. I was like, this is just built in our innate fat phobia as a society. Why do I need to sweat my life away? Like 21-year-old me would never be caught in a gym. Literally never. Now, 29-year-old me really needs to work out for my mental health. I need to go to the gym or a class at least 3 to 4 times a week in order to feel like most like myself, right? And the week is that I go to class at like 7:30 in the morning and I start my day off with it, because then I like, if I do it at night, I'm not going. Like I'll come up with every excuse in the book on why I'm not going. Like, oh, I need to cook dinner, but oh, I need to go to the grocery store. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's been a long day. Or no, for me, I have to be a morning workout person because I actually go, because there's no excuse. I'm up. There's nothing else happening at 6:30 in the morning. Literally nothing. Why? Who's busy at 6:30? No one. So in the morning, I feel so good about when I do that, because I start off my day, I feel like I accomplished something, the endorphins are running, I feel like very secure, confident. I feel very like accomplished and like not a capitalist way, but in like I got my body moving in a way that felt good to it way. And I love that. So like me needing to work out now and me starting these morning classes made me a morning person, which I never was and I'm still never going to be. But I like that change. And that's a change I'm celebrating. Like every time I do that, I feel good. And I'm like, hell yeah, I did that. So you just have to find whatever that might be. And I think it could be small, it could be big. Like, I don't think it needs to be grand. Like, it could be as small as, like, I like that I was off TikTok 5 minutes less today. Like, that is all it needs to be. And that'll be awesome, right? Like, it could be like, oh, like, I wanted to read today. And you read one page. But that's a change that you made. And that is awesome. So, I would say like we should do that more and celebrate the small changes more. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's all I was gonna say. Cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next week. Bye.